Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I'm your host, Ryan, and as always, it's bloody good to have you guys here in the audience today. Now, this week's update is unironically quite big. There are massive collection log update changes, emote changes, and in my opinion, a massive change they made to the Chromium Ingots right at the bottom of the update that they seem to just have palmed off like it's nothing, which will change the game and the way that we farm Desert Treasure 2 bosses forever. It's huge, it's awesome, I'm excited to tell you guys about it. We're going to dive into all of that juicy content and talk about it in just a moment, but first I have one question for you guys to answer in the comment section down below today, and that is, which weapon in Oldschool Runescape do you feel is the most value for money weapon? Someone made an argument yesterday that the rune crossbow is the best value weapon. I personally think it is the zombie axe. Which weapon do you guys think is the best? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe while you're down there. We're about to hit that fat 100k silver play button, which is huge. My son doesn't have a roast for me this week, but next week I'm sure he's cooking up something juicy because I'm seeing him on Friday, so next week is sure to have a banger. My name is Ryan. You're watching Rune News. This is Rune News at runenews.com.au/Rune News. My name is Ryan. You're watching Rune News. This is Rune News. My name is Ryan. I'm Rune News. You're watching Rune News. This is Rune News at Rune News. My name is Ryan, and you're watching Rune News. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's update is titled Bounty Hunter Changes, Collection Log Updates, and Emote Improvements. And in my opinion, there's an even bigger update in here that isn't mentioned in the title, and we're going to go through that right now. So we'll start off with the Bounty Hunter changes, and I'm going to save everyone all of their time and money here and skip right over that dog shit because no one gives a fuck about that dead-ass minigame. So fuck Bounty Hunter. Collection Log Updates. Now, this is big. A fresh new look. You guys might remember from the Game Jam proposal back in September, I think. Here we go. This is what your collection log update looks like now. There is an official high score system. It's all choreographed and looks very nice and organized over here in the interface. Your latest collection log updates, your tiers, and you get juicy little, well, there's like your ranking systems there behind me, bronze all the way up to gilded. You get juicy little, what is it, like the cosmetic weapons like you do with your diary, your achievement diaries. You get a little staff that spins the book around. This is fun and great for everyone. Now, personally, I like collection logging, but I'm not a big collection logger as opposed to some other people. Some people really are in there to try and get as many clogs as they can. This is big and pretty much just gives you an entire new way to play the game. Looking forward to some random ass YouTuber going, this is my collection log only Ironman, and they're just gonna fucking quit in about 2 weeks because it sounds boring as fuck. But we have the collection log system ready to go. It looks awesome. It's way more organized. I do like the look of the interface. I do think the ranking system is awesome. And there's some historical clogs for Iron Man here. So I believe if you have a specific item on an Iron Man that cannot be obtained without ticking your collection log slot, but it's not in your collection log, like for example, you got the Dragon Warhammer when it came out, but before the collection log was a thing, use your Dragon Warhammer on the collection log physically itself or something. It'll be here in the update, and then that will update it so that you have a collection log tick for the Warhammer. I think they did this a while ago. I don't know why they're reintroducing it here. Simply use the eligible item on your collection log book. There you go. Told you. And it'll be recorded as part of your achievements. It's not possible for Iron Man to achieve these items without it being in the collection log, but if you did get it pre-log, you can use it on the book. So good. I'm glad I went through that now and didn't have to be corrected in the comment section, which I probably still will be. Please note that group Ironman accounts are not eligible for this because that would be cheating. You would just go get your mate. Mate got a whip, now you're going to use a whip, and you're going to have a collection log slotted whip with 60 Slayer. Not fucking happening. So only works for Iron Man, Hardcore Iron Man, and Ultimate Iron Man. As for collection log high scores, this is what it will look like right there. And that's good, mate. Good luck to everyone involved. And on the collection log high scores, race to number 1. It's probably already been hit. And now we've got emote improvements. Now this is a really cool system. Chat triggered emotes. So basically you just type the semicolon, the dots or whatever, or exclamation mark, and then the emote name, and your guy will start doing the emote. So exclamation mark cheer, your guy will fucking cheer away. Or you got the exclamation mark dance, and your guy will fucking dance away, which is good fun, of course. Now you got emote looping. Right click the emote, click loop, and your guy will just sit there. Fuck, look at that. Looks just like me behind me. There you go. He's wearing void, so he's a little more gay than I am, but dancing away like a fucking G. And then there's a sit emote now too, so you can sit down. No, it does not restore your run energy at any rate at all. It's just chilling. Run energy will restore as normal. And yeah, you can just sit down at the bank or whatever if you want to start role-playing as a cuck. I don't know. Who cares? And now we've got the Aaron's Ornament Kit return. So we're happy to announce that players who purchased Aaron's Ornament Kit back when it incorrectly gave 3 kits instead of 4 will soon have their missing 4th kit returned. So those that were buying the kit, we're only getting 3 pieces. You're going to get 4, so sit the fuck down for those on the Grand Exchange. And the Royal Titans banner competition, if you give enough of a shit about drawing banners, if you're an artist person, draw away. Here's what they look like. This is coming out next week on Wednesday. Next week's Rune News will be the Royal Titans. Then we go live. Then we make an update. We've got a lot of exciting shit coming for you guys in February, starting off with the Royal Titans, which is huge. I'm very excited for that. But the biggest update for this week, this is massive, okay? This is what I'm waiting to share with you guys. Jagex just like threw this in the fucking update thinking, oh yeah, this is nothing, it's just other changes. Motherfucker, read this here behind my head. Players can now create chromium ingots after discovering the secret of chromium smithing in the undercity of Lazar. You know that dog shit chromium ingot system for the Desert Treasure 2 bosses where you need 3 for a ring? You just fucking make the cunts now. I know we voted on this a while ago, but they just slipped it in this update like it was nothing. That's the biggest part of this week. I don't give a fuck about no like looping emotes. The collection log stuff's cool, but like the ingots. I got a Venator Vestige at like 60 KC. Now I don't need to fucking farm ingots. I can just make them and go. So that's good. Too bad the ring's fucking dog shit and completely useless, but you know, it's not bad, good size. Otherwise, LMS is no longer on Oswald, so the racism will be on pause until next week. My name happens to be Ryan. You happen to be watching Rune News, so together, this is Ryan on Rune News. I'm going to hit you with the Grand Exchange update with Wade Green in about 14 seconds time after a quick update on why RuneScape 3 happens to be complete fucking dog shit. Have a good night. This week, I unironically took a look at the RuneScape 3 patch notes to see what was going on in that game to share with you guys the update for RuneScape 3 and the news of the game this week. And I can sum it up into pretty much one sentence, and that is that RuneScape 3 is fucking dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment from Rune News. My name is Wade Green, and this week we got the Noxious Halberd on the fucking rise. This is quite simple. The Royal Titans coming out next week. They are likely to be melee enforced and focused. There will be elemental magic resistances, weaknesses, but elemental magic's fucking shit. So we're going with the melee slash build here for the Noxious Halberd price ride. This means that this is a bad investment to make at the moment, likely to spike a little further going into next week. However, Araxor is now primed to be farmed. Next week is going to be the time for your Noxious Halberd. Sell it just as the update is about to drop. Buy it back about a day or two later. You're bound to make some fucking money. So Noxious Halberd on the rise. Looking forward to next week with the Royal Titans. Now next up we've got the Shattered Cannon Ornament Kit, as well as pretty much any other Leagues kit that wasn't Leagues 5 on the dip still, which is very standard and very normal. So this is prime time to be buying this gear. 900k is actually a lot more than what some people, maybe myself included, were paying for these kits the other day, because these prices are going to continue to drop and then continue to rise as the next league begins to build up. So for the next month or so, buying old league gear is actually a really good investment long term. If you're willing to hold for about 12 months, you're guaranteed to pretty much double your money this time next year or whenever the next league is announced, because that's, if you go to the GE website, the trend follows the whole way through. It'll always come back up before the league, because people start getting their leagues points, people start spending their kits, people start losing kits to PvP and stupid deaths, or their one-time consumable kits. So this is perfect time for you to pretty much consider investing in these league kits long term, only if you've got the time and money, but you are guaranteed to make profit in the future as League 6 comes around. And aside from Vitura is taking a bit of a oopsie-doopsie, bouncy-wouncy sort of a price range here. We don't know what's going on, but what we do know is that the Royal Titans, this is likely going to be the best in-slot melee farming weapon. Unfortunately, it is a mid-level boss, so some people may not be hugely interested. Collection log slots did just get updated today, which means there's going to be some more competition in all these sort of bosses to kind of push the high scores and push the gear out and make it seem more achievable and more, I guess, worth your time farming collection log slots. So every boss is now going to have some more purpose to it. This may continue to rise now because of that purpose, but we do not know until we see what the Royal Titans drop next week. But we're banking on Slash over here at King Condor & Co. at kingcondor.com.au/children/John Howard's opinion at Ryan with Rune News. So keep a close eye on the site. We may see a spike in the near future. And then, of course, the Mole Slippers are having a bit of a controversial position at the moment due to the new boots being released, but people are slowly being educated on how retarded they are, thinking that primordial boots or any of these new boots are going to be worth wearing over the old dragon stompers. So we've got Mole Slippers here still fucking chipping away. now's a good time to actually invest in mole slippers because they are guaranteed to rise roughly this time next year. We should see them around 30 mil mark. That's the plan, that's the forecast, that's what we're being told by Modash himself. So until then, we'll be holding our mole slippers, buying as many as we can, becoming a rich cunt today and not a shit cunt tomorrow. Whatever the fucking saying is over here at Wade Green at Rune News. My name is Wade Green. This ain't Ryan. This is Rune News. Thank you for watching the Grand Exchange Update. Have a good night. Our first Ironman moment for the week goes to 19 Kilo, who got the Araxite head from the mini Araxors and the boots as well, I believe, on the same task. I don't know if you can see what's going on here, considering all the highlights and tiles and squiggly lines everywhere, but congratulations on the boots and the head. That's pretty much a clean sweep towards the necklace ornament kit, which is big. Next up, some lucky individual here managed to finish off the collection log slot for the Corrupted Gauntlet, other than the pet here. I don't know if you can see behind me. 246 KC, getting his enhanced weapon seed. He does, oh wow, he's got 9 armor seeds, god damn. So, can't remember your username, your screenshot was way too big, and I'm not wasting my time resizing it, so let him take a fucking screenshot, but it ain't over till you get the pet, so best of luck to those involved. And finally, the big Juligan Hooligan, the big Spooniga Hooligan Boogadin, got himself a 12 plate legs over here, and a Neil Hill horn behind me. This man got these back to back. The Juligan Spooligan is back at it again with the double neck drops. My man is insane. They're running some 5-14 necks by the looks of it, maybe 4 people there, and he's just getting spooned out the arsehole, which is pretty standard for the big Juligan Spooligan. So that, ladies and gentlemen, will be it this week for Rune News. My name is Ryan. Behind me is the big Juligan Hooligan. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you next week for the Royal Titans or tomorrow in the live stream. Go fuck yourself.